Live. This is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is Monday, February 6th, 2012. And today is running a little late. I apologize. I had to rewrite it because I think I've been censored. I said I did my consumer activist thing, and all of a sudden I had no volume, so I'll be nicer this time. All right, here we go. Extinction Protocol update. 130 porpoises have beached themselves in Massachusetts. 92 have died in the past 3 weeks. This is more than this. It's been 20 years since they've seen a giant beaching like this, and scientists aren't sure why this is happening. So, all right. Next is alert level raised at Indonesia Semeru volcano. So heads up over there. The level has been raised. 53 dead in the Philippines from a 6.7 earthquake and a 6.0 aftershock. Oh, that's terrible. All right. Also, pestilence watch H5N1 virus discovered in Nepal and India, and 20,000 birds were culled. So I'm going to figure that means they were killed, put down. I'm not sure the word culled, but I'm assuming that's what that is. All right. Also, let's go to SOT.net. Europe's weather brings continent to a halt. Yes. And it says earth changes are upon us. Yes, it is. And it shows a lighthouse covered in ice, and it's like a very symbolic picture. I mean, and they talk about the North Atlantic current gone, and there's a mini ice age predicted now because North Atlantic current, it has been gone for quite a while. Now, I think about a year and a half from that oil spill. But I'll tell you something. The movie The Day After Tomorrow was exactly right. Other than they didn't really plan on the oil spill. But once that current stops, then the weather is going to change and get cold. Yes. And even though Gore was talking about, Gore was talking about the amount of ice compared with the amount of CO2, but when it gets to a certain point, I mean, does it really matter? And but he was right. He was just saying that when it heats up, the regular water would get into the ocean, and that would stop the conveyor of the North Atlantic current. And then what happens is then we go into the freeze. Well, because of the BP spill, the current has stopped. We didn't have time to wait for it to do it naturally. No. Oh no. Britain had to like speed it up there a little bit and dump a bunch of oil, let that thing spill out all over the place. And I thought we were having an oil shortage. But I guess it's like the Wizard of Oz. Yes, look, no place like home. We do have our own oil. It's too bad we let everyone take it away and then spill it all over the place from a country that we broke off from. Doesn't make any sense to me. But, okay, you guys figure it out. I'm just reporting the news. Didn't take a rocket scientist. What's going on? And I wonder why it was called Beyond Petroleum. Ever wonder that? It was called Beyond Petroleum. I had no idea that it was British petroleum right here in the United States. Wonder who thought of that. But I guess they're freezing first. So let's see. Also, Google. Google, I'm having a hard time with the, how, when you sign in and it goes to that policy thing, and then you got to click twice on the back to go back, to get out of it. But my editorial, my consumer activist thing today will be, if you, the internet, a lot of it is for, a lot of people go on it for entertainment purposes instead of renting a video, renting a DVD, going to the red box. I mean, these are the other options than going onto YouTube. Just remember that. And like some other product that was soda, and they changed it from the original soda to new soda, they lost a lot of people, and then the marketing department got fired or something like that happened. So, if it's not broken, don't fix it. YouTube, excellent, excellent form of entertainment, knowledge, education, all the websites, all the channels were all creative and looked great. You know, dude, you're doing so well. If it's not broken, don't fix it, because you guys might share the fate of the marketing people that was doing that for the soda people, you know, and you know who I'm talking about. Please, if you're gonna change everything, you know, be careful. You don't want to lose your viewers, and you don't want to lose your sponsors, because everyone's going somewhere else. I'm just letting you know it's excellent. Everything up until a point was excellent, but now it's getting hard for me to maneuver around. And I've been in entertainment since I was a little kid. I've been a film exhibitionist, which is worked in movie theaters like for more than 20 years. I'm just putting the word out, you know. And another consumer activist thing is, if you're gonna, this has nothing. Okay, now we're going to cell phones. All right. If it takes an hour and a half for customer service, or an hour, or 30 minutes, because I've seen it from 30 to an hour and a half, you're gonna lose your customers. You're gonna lose your customers, okay? And especially when you're on hold a long time, and it's you're going outsourced out of the country. So remember that one too. You know who you are. Do. You know who you are. Yeah, I myself was trapped in a 6-year dilemma, and when I got off my contract, you got to make sure it doesn't take another 2 months to get off. You know, even though you're not on a contract, they let you go ahead and use it a month and a half ahead of time before you have to pay your bill. That's what traps you. You're better off. There's some real good companies out there, you know. So just try to get yourself like no contract, and that you pay right there, and then that's how you start, so that there aren't any hidden fees. And at least if you want to get out, you can get out, and you don't have to pay another. Oh, you still owe for another month and a half. So now you're doubling up on bills, and that's how they trap you. You don't want to be trapped like that. Make sure you pay up front, right there. Because if not, like myself, I switched over, and now I got to pay 2 bills for at least 2 months, and they didn't even prorate it. So Yep, no good. Alright then. You guys have a wonderful rest of the Monday. One down, four to go before the weekend. Four to go before, 4 days before the weekend. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the Monday. Don't forget to check out my favorites. I put a Miss Milky, the Milky the Clown. I attach one to my favorites. Has to do with somewhere in Moscow. There was a leak in the uh, Institute. Ward's Institute in Moscow had some kind of nuclear leak. So she put that on her channel. I went ahead and I favored it. So just go up to my favorites, click it, look on the right, and instead of my uploads, it'll change to my favorites, and enjoy. Alright, so everybody have a great rest of the evening. See you tomorrow.